Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Day Lounge, where we are playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode, I have absolutely no idea what happened last episode. It totally depends on a lot of different things. I think the last thing I did was finish Eureka. Either way. Now we are going to be doing probably quite a lot of episodes of me doing the crafting and gathering quest lines. So, you know, if it doesn't interest you, you can tag out for a little bit. Afterwards, we will be doing the beast type quests, in theory, normally, as long as I get them on time, which I may not. I don't know. And then after that, it's time to begin the patrols. Anyway, hello. Ah, Lynn, I hear you did good work assisting Ashan's raiders with the mineral survey. The letter of thanks sent to the guild from the Count for Tom himself was quite flattering. Then again, that's the kind of praise I would expect from a woman who bested a white gully. Of course, that's not to say we can rest on our laurels now. There's a small manufacturer in Idleshire searching for a miner to help with their work, and I think you'd be perfect. Their goal is specific enough that I imagine they'll be wanting you to procure some fairly rare minerals. Honestly, if you don't take the job, I don't know if we have anyone else up to the task. Speak to Lynette if you're interested. Hello. Heading to Idleshire, are we? Excellent. I took the liberty of preparing your guild papers in advance. The client of this job is a Lalafell by the name of Nonawata. Hand him these documents and he will see to it you're well briefed on the task at hand. The best of luck to you. The same as with the other job quests, these are probably these are the last ones of this type of job quests. And from this point onward, they are going to turn into more generalized quests. Nanawata, well, yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? Papers approve your miner's guild status, personally written by Adalberta herself. Ooh, you're the one who they sent from the Miners Guild, are you? My apologies, I wasn't expecting you so soon. Right, yes, the job. Let me show you to the manufactory. Chief Stick Chicks is no doubt champing at the bit to explain everything to you. Hello. Sure, I'd not do that for sure. Would I be correct in assuming you are the miner the guild has sent? Splendid, splendid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I run this humble manufactory, leading my workers as we push the very boundaries of technology to their utmost limits. Would it be terribly rude if I inquired as to why you looked quite so shocked? I would imagine this is our miner friend's first time meeting a goblin quite as elegant as you, sir. As sharp as ever, my dear Nonawata. This line of work frequently requires me to interact with other races, such as yourself, and I frankly found Gabi speak a ghastly hindrance to busy deals. Business. This spurred me on to work tirelessly to master the common tongue. After all, when you have chosen to devote your life to pushing the very boundaries of tech... wait, I've already told you this, haven't I? But simply put, we aim to further technology in Eorzea by harnessing the knowledge and expertise of both man and goblin alike. They requested your help as we found ourselves in need of minerals to aid our work. To be more specific, we are currently in the midst of a certain project. You need to be so indirect, young one. That project you speak of is the Gobrol, a vehicle designed to aid our dream of one day reclaiming the Shadian ruins. They may be overrun with beasts at the moment, but that shall not stop us from expanding the borders of our beloved Idleshire. Terribly sorry to trouble you, old girl, but do you think you're up to gathering the various materials required? Who are you calling old? Terrific! I must admit I had fretted that you might refuse us for a moment there. Now that we know you're willing, I shall have the team introduce themselves to you. What the fuck is this? Name's Kristrim. Kristrim? I've been tasked with making the Goblow's armor. Looking forward to working with you, Miss Miner. My name is Zanse, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I have been laboring of late to create the machine's interior. Most excited to see what little delights you bring to our workshop. I go by Fuckwida, and together with Kristrim, I've been working to design the armor that will adorn our dear gob roller. I have to say, for a miner, you look like you can hold your own fairly well. Something tells me we will get along just fine. Gobby's name is Stackblocks, and Stackblocks is sweat working to make gob roller insides. Uplander's hand lending is appreciated muchly. And I do believe that is everyone. Nanawato will answer any questions you have pertaining to our work schedule. As the chief says, I'm the one in charge of managing this project, one of the perks of being his #1 apprentice. At any rate, I feel this is a conversation best continued outside. Christram said it's best when he describes the manufactory as being hotter than ffXIV. I do wonder though, is this only for doing... It's only for Disciples of War and Magic, okay. That's intriguing. So yeah, this is the first time that I got this freaking pre-order. Earring. Much nicer out here, don't you think? Well, that's about everything I had planned for today. I do hope you enjoyed your meeting, everyone. Work will start properly the next time you're able to visit. In the meantime, I'll be keeping busy organizing a list of which minerals we require most urgently. Make sure to keep your pickaxe nice and sharp. The next minor quest is available at level 63. I also get XP dependent on like your level, so I just get a buttload of freaking XP. Ah, Lynn, truly your timing is impeccable. I finished writing the list of minerals not a few moments ago. I would love to hand it to you, but Chief Stickchicks said he was keen to see that you were properly briefed first. Please follow me to the bang pots. The bang pots. How about you bang my pots? Yes. Send help. Hello. My thanks for coming. Regrettably, it is not the best of times. Pray wait a moment. Or mayhap you, as an outsider, would be best suited to solve this conundrum. I know this is not quite what we requested your services for, but would you mind gathering us your succor, old girl? But would you mind granting us your succor? Originally, I had planned to ask that you mine minerals required for the construction of the Goblow's armor. However, work has come to a screeching halt thanks to Christram and ffXIV deciding that their time would be better served arguing. But something tells me you might just be the one to make them see eye to eye just once more. I would be eternally grateful if you could speak with them and unearth the cause of this fissure. I am ever in your debt, Noble Miner. The rest I leave to you. You have my full confidence. Oh, Lynn, what's that? You've heard that ffXIV and I haven't been on the best of terms lately. Well, I suppose that's one way of putting it. We'll be using a gob roller in the Divanian hinterlands, an area rife with all kinds of wild beasts, and what the wild beasts do? They attack, ferociously. Ask anyone in Nidalshire and they'll tell you the machine needs heavy armor capable of withstanding physical attacks. Anyone except ffXIV, anyway. She's gotten it into her head for some bloody reason that claws and fangs don't warrant fortified defenses. Absolutely no clue how the chief expects me to work with someone who, never mind the forest, can't even see the trees surrounded by monsters in the hinterlands. If you hear about a certain quarrel, then you may as well just leave now. I would not expect a miner to understand the complexities of armor design. That being said, it is already a complicated matter. My point is simple. We need to equip the gob roller with ample protection against magic. That loggerhead simply needs to acquiesce, and we can resume our work once more. For I am sure you have noted during your adventures, these lands have their fair share of fantastic beasts that wield deadly magic. This is precisely why I am of the mind that we need to ensure our machine is protected against such threats. How can you think otherwise? I forget myself. Its lack of sense infuriates me, sir. In summary, I have no intention whatsoever of changing to suit Christram's ridiculous ideas. So that was the cause of this commotion. You have my thanks, then. However, I must say I'm truly perplexed by all of this. Neither one of them is entirely not wrong, after all. Manawato, dear boy. Thank you for your thoughts. My thoughts, well, as you say, they're both quite good ideas. If only there were some way that we could have our cake and eat it. Cake? You have strayed awfully far from the subject, but I am inclined to believe there is a way we combine these two approaches. That is the defining principle behind our work, after all, making the impossible possible. Ren, would it trouble you to mine some beggars and mithril ore for me? 20 chunks or so should be enough. As to what we actually need it for, well, let's save that surprise for your triumphant return. According to Salian records, Beggar's Mithril ore can be found in the fringes in Girabadia. Best of luck. Beggar's Mithril. I don't think that these are in here, actually. Yeah. I think this is just a game. Like, I think these are just like specific quest items. Anyway, I need to go to the fringes. To the cringe. Haley, Hades. Hail your parents. Right. The striped hills. Running up that hill. I'm also, like, I recently changed my main character to be female Allison. Because, why not? And they have, like, a unique animation when they're sitting on a horse. I like it quite a lot. So it feels very weird when I'm not doing that. Let's see, shall we? Is this going to be giving me the thing that I need? No. Is it a hidden item? No, okay. Right, so not this one. Let's see. Grade 75. That seems a little much. This seems a little excessive. 65, this is probably it. There it is. I'm begging you. And I put your missile in my pocket. I'm begging you. Now put your missile hands right around me. Riding high. Anyway, I love that song. So the thing is, I loved that song before it was covered by the dudes I don't remember the name of at the moment. Damn, what is their name again? I like those dudes. Shit. Yeah, I don't remember. I tend to remember like song names, but not particularly people that sing it all the time. It depends. Why do I not know them? Fuck. Anyway, moving on. Was your trip a success? Yeah. Lower ethereal conductivity than like regular mithril makes it a poor substitute for the precious green metal, unless low ethereal conductivity is what you require. Really outdid yourself on this one, old girl. The quality leaves nothing to be desired. Nanawato, fetch ffXIV and ffXIV for me. Chief, would you mind explaining just how ffXIV is here as well? I figured you were well aware of the bad blood between us. Never mind your silly squabbles. Take a look at this. What am I looking at exactly? It's an alloy created using the Beggar's Mithril ore that Hyperlin mined for us. It is noteworthy for having exceedingly low ethereal conductivity. Mean to say that you're going to use my idea? Fantastic. The Chief, how could you? You may as well tie the gob roller up in a neat little bow and gift it to the beast at this rate. Now, let's not jump to any rash conclusions here, you two. Imagine this, we make sheet metal using this ingot, proceeding to wrap it in the regular sheet metal we use for the vertical armor. It's all very nice and that's all very well and good as an idea, but in practice it's going to weigh the vehicle down to no end. I would not be so sure. If you combine your skills, there's no reason that the impossible need remain so. Stacking the two types of metal to create a new kind of armor, one which fulfills all your needs, is something I imagine you two are quite capable of doing. Would you not agree, Lynn? Yes. I can tell you now, we are going to need to do more than just jam two bits of metal together. Creating armor that is resistant to all kinds of attacks, whilst also being a manageable weight and size, well, it is much easier said than done. Could try welding the two types of sheet metal together, although we'd still need to figure out a way of reducing the thickness of the armor to a single sheet. Doesn't look like we'll have much time for fighting with this on our plate, eh, Fokwira? Could not have put it better myself. If we both have the energy to bicker, then we certainly have the energy to develop a new way of creating armor. Let us not give the chief cause to regret his words, Christian. By the gods, it worked! Chief, you're brilliant! I could not have done it without the help of our darling miner friend. Once more, I've been indebted to you, old girl. You have my thanks as well. Pray join me outside so that we may review today's development and discuss your future schedule. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that I would be in Idleshire for this quest. But whatever. You did amazing work today, then. Allow me to thank you once more. However, I also feel rather obligated to apologize for making so much work, for asking so much of you. I don't imagine you expected to have to mediate between our workers when you accepted this job. I'd love to say this was the first time such a quarrel has erupted between those two. But that's neither here nor there. Enjoy some well-earned rest and seek me out once more when you feel ready for your next job. And then you can get, can become a yeehaw man or woman, but I'll take the money as I level up. Lynn, time has come for your next mining job. Is what I would be saying to you right now if you lived in a perfect world. Yet another fight has broken out in the manufactory. Hurry, we've wasted enough time already. Yay. Adventure. I was just recalling a time when my work used to be so enjoyable, absent of any petty squabbles. Alas, that was long ago. My workers are at it once again. This time, it's Sansei and Stack Blocks who are quarreling over the Goprol's controls. My brain case aches so. My apologies. I have a nasty habit of slipping back into Gabby speak when vexed. I'm ashamed to ask this of you once more, but could you talk to the two of them? You did great work before, and I cannot think of any other way to solve this. You wanna know why I'm fighting with Stack Blocks? No, it would be my pleasure to tell you. She wants to design the controls to be here-friendly. Can you believe that? Any imbecile knows that goblins are best suited to operate such machinery, and the Gobroller will be no exception. What sense does it make to design the controls for races that are hardly going to use the thing? No work could be done until she acknowledges the error of her ways. Although, I wonder if someone that deluded is capable of such a thing. Stack Blocks wants to design Whirlycog inside for Uplanders, but Sansei says no. Sansei has much knowings of Whirlycogs. Why won't he make Goproller insides that suit Uplanders? Stack Blocks can't sweat work with these addle-brained ideas. Sansei needs to think like Gobby. How did I click on him? No, that can't have been easy. On the bright side, now that we know the issue, all we need to do is fix it. Would you be able to bring me 20 chunks of feather iron ore, old girl? Splendid! My friend, a merchant of sorts, is more knowledgeable of this particular mineral than I. Seek him out at the Heart Place, and he shall tell you where to find what you need. The Heart Place. So hard! Hello. You're the Uplander that gave Gobby ore more precious than Jigglyshine. Good Gobby friend indeed. Are you well? Searching for feather iron ore. Gobby is always willing to aid Stick Chick's busy deals. Uplander is a good Gobby friend, so no Jigglyshine is needed. You will find what you need, what you seek in the far east. Head for the Ruby Sea. Ruby Sea in Helselid. Onokoro. Onokoro. And then we will take a boat. A shrimping boat. You bring me. Escort me, please. There you go. Hey yo, what the fuck? But I kind of wish that it didn't have this like animation each time. Kind of wish that it would just like change the wheels and start flying. Very well. How far away is this thing? There we go. Feather iron ore. You can see how much gathering I do with Lynn. AKA none. Let's go in. Right, I need a couple more. Just a little more. What you waiting for? Fuck you. And now it's gonna give me 2, right? Son of a bitch. You hate to see it. It does it every time. I have so many references in me and like, so many different pieces of media, it's ridiculous. Hello. Was my merchant friend able to point you in the right direction? Not technically as light as an actual feather, this rare variety of iron weighs slightly less than normal iron, making it a preferable alternative, if enough can be procured. Perfect, the quality is even better than the last batch you delivered. Nonowato, fetch Sansei and stack box for me. Stackblock's ear catches that stick chicks wants to trade tank flaps at Guppy, but why is Ansei here? Take a look at this before you get too riled up. By the 12th, I've never seen a mineral quite like this in my life. Stackbox has not seen this in Nayosia. Where did Uplander find it? We had our minor friend travel all the way to the Far East to retrieve this for us. Once smelted, it can be used to create metal as light as a feather. Well, almost. Use this to create the vehicle's controls, and I'm certain the decrease in weight will enable you to design something very special indeed. Chief, I've not the foggiest idea what you're saying. Look, most of your answers are perfectly logical, but this is Idleshire, a place where goblins and men live in harmony. Are you telling me that our work should not reflect that? Why not make 2 sets of interchangeable pedals for the Goproller? One would be of a suitable size for goblins, Lotterfells, and other smaller races. The other would account for the realm's larger races. I am positive that if the 2 of you work together, we have the potential to create controls convenient for all races. I would not have bothered to request our minor friend's help otherwise. Chief Stick Chick says best copy. 2 brain cases are better than 1. It is hard to admit, but I was indeed in the wrong. Come on, Stackbox. We'll start a mechanical revolution. Yet again, you have saved the day. My thanks, Sin. Excellent work today, as always. Let's head outside to discuss your next job. Yes, I'd like to believe there actually will be a next job. There you go. No, I pressed the button. Jeez. Map I ought to consult with Slowfix about this. I just feel that something needs to be done to improve our working conditions. I can't very well expect to finish this project in a timely manner if we're bickering every step of the way. It also will not do to rely on your help forever. I have the utmost confidence in the ability of every single one of my workers. I just wish I could stop worrying about their personalities. If only they were so big, they could all work in harmony. Nah, sorry, old girl. There's nothing for you to concern yourself with. Go and speak with Nanawato. He's been waiting there long enough. Allow me to thank you once again for all your hard work. I'd love to say this will be the last time we require your problem-solving talents, but recent events make me somewhat doubtful. I wish I could have helped myself, but someone in my position really needs to remain neutral during times like these. I wouldn't imagine I wouldn't imagine we will be requiring your services, mining or otherwise, in the immediate future, so do take this chance to rest up. Give me your money. Money. I'm late. Oh, hello there, Lynn. Sorry, you've got me in a bit of a hard time. Are you familiar with Rowena? Well, not quite sure how it happened, but I've forgotten to pay her for a job. I've been so busy of late, it completely slipped my mind. Mercifully, she is not demanding any extra coin for the delay. Instead, she's requested help with a job of her own. In fact, if I don't cooperate, she says she won't give me the goods I had her procure for me in the first place. What's more, she wants you, of all people, to carry out this task. I haven't a clue who, but someone told her that a skilled miner had been sent frequenting ffXIV's bank pots of late. I hate to press this upon you, but please, I beg of you, help Rowena in my stead. Oh, help Rowena in my stead. Oh, Rowena, you fucking bitch. Well, I'll be. Never did I expect the miner wandering around the bank pots would turn out to be the one and only Linda there. Do you just like the feel of a pickaxe in your hand, or are you truly that desperate for coin? None of my business, I suppose. En route, as Nanawano may have told you, you're to bring me some serpentine. And you can go ahead and tell him that I expect this to be the last time he gives me any trouble. Oh, and I suppose I ought to tell you that you won't find anywhere save in Yangsha in the Far East. Precisely why it fetches such a pretty price here in... Wait, precisely why it fetches such a pretty price here in Eorzea. Bring me 20 of them and you can tell Nanawato that we're square. Okay. I'm going to just delete this because I don't need that. I need to go to Yangsha. Just mine serpentine in Yangsha. Like, okay. Where in Yangsha? There's a lot of places in Yangsha. Or is there a specific part in Yangsha called Yangsha? No. I guess it's this one then. So it's also 65. To that it's gonna have to be 70, which is gonna be a little shitty. Malleable steel material? Nope. Okay. So I need to find level 70 nodes. Methinks. Oh, okay. So there is some level 70 nodes over this way. How can I forget? This is where I usually got my freaking treasure maps back when we were doing the Stormblood treasure maps. That's right. There it is. Serpentine! It's time to make yourself slither away, Serpentine. Become like a snake, Serpentine. What am I doing? I'm just somehow like trying to figure out like minor songs, since I'm just mining constantly. Not like it's much of a song really. Bum, 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 bum. Can't really think of like a song that's about snakes. Snake eater! There we go. I do have one. But I actually haven't, like, weirdly enough, I've never heard that song. I only know that it exists. I've never really listened to it. The only songs that I do kind of know from any Metal Gear is from Metal Gear Rising. Because the game is a meme and the songs are baller. They're so good. Should play that game one of these days. Expect 20 chunks of serpentine. 20, you hear me? This rare mineral, also known as the lizardite, is still believed in some region to be the lithified remains of a great skeelkin. Ah, good lass. Well, you've held up your end of the bargain. Here's what Nanawata was after. Thanks for that. A good bit of business. Still a bit puzzled as to what's going on at ffXIV's bank pot, mind you. Worked with them for some time. Now and never had any trouble getting compensated for my services before. Now to think on it, I haven't seen much of ffXIV lately. He tends to stop by every now and then to check on the quality of orders and the like. But I can't remember for the life of me the last time I came here. ffXIV, what are you doing? Now, Lynn, please, put me out of my misery. How did it go? Research materials gathered by Rowena at Nanawato's request. Ah, thank heavens. With this we can continue our work on the gap roller. Well, I suppose, since there are no other pressing issues at this point in time. No, I can only get conscious that to someone who has helped me so much. Allow me to apologize to you, then. It is high time I apprised to you of the current state of our work. For a while now, the project has been at a standstill. And before you jump to any conclusion, there's nothing to do with quarrels breaking out between our workers. No, it is much more serious. Chief Stickchicks is missing. I've tried to ascertain his whereabouts, but no one has been able to help. I don't suppose you have heard anything? Regret him, something about visiting ffXIV. Right, to ffXIV for advice, you say. What on earth could he... but of course, you must have sought him out to discuss all the recent bickering between the manufactory workers. It really matters not why he went to speak with him. What's important is finding out if ffXIV knows just where the chief is. As we have no other clues at this moment, I suggest we seek out ffXIV post-haste. Come along, then. Mr. ffXIV, I was wondering if you might have the time to answer a few questions of mine. ffXIV has no need to trade tongue flaps to guess what knowings of Uplanders want. Uplander would have ffXIV explain where Stickchicks went, yes? You know the chief's whereabouts? ffXIV has lots of knowings, but not those ones. Stickchicks had the shivery shakes as his workers trade fists instead of tongue flaps. Stickchicks used to be one of the Illuminati, but as they became crazier and crazier, he chose to run away from the bad copies. Coming to Edelshire, home to both Gobbies and Uplanders, Stickchicks was sure he had made the right decision. Told ffXIV that this was his dream. Stickchicks make bank pots so Uplanders and Gobbies can sweat work together for a bright future. ffXIV would have workers keep this in their brain cases. I shall talk to everyone about this. You have my word. I'd greatly appreciate your presence when I do, Lynn. Pray, come with me to the manufactory once more. My phone is beeping. Why am I getting called by all these fucking unknown numbers that I don't care about? Why? Why? You have no idea how reassuring your presence is, then. Wait a moment while I gather the others. Water's not a water, some stack blocks. I've asked you all to lend me your ears, as I wish to share what we have found out about the chief's disappearance. In short, you're saying that the chief's desertion is down to us? It is the end of the world as we know it, and yet I cannot criticize the chief's actions. We have tested his patience time and time again. So to believe, but our own bickering has destroyed the very dream we came together to make a reality. We're nothing without the chief's guiding hand. Are you of the same mind, then? Couple can be finished without the chief. Quite right. However, we first need to change our approach. Only then can we continue the project that Stickchicks started. None of Watto's words excite stack blocks. Time has come to finish the gob roller. None of Watto, the fire in your heart is infectious. But tell me, just what do you mean when you say we must change? We need to focus on working together as a team, not as a collection of individuals. I myself... Whoopsie, my mouse is doing weird shit. I myself know just how easy it is to get caught up in matters that only concern oneself. For the duration of this project, I've consistently relied on Lynn's help and done nothing of note. That ends today. As of this moment, we are a team in the truest sense of the word. This, I am convinced, is the key to finishing the gob roller as well as continuing our work long into the future. The chief would no doubt say the exact same were you here today. Stackbox back things to Stickchicks saying the same thing. The impossible is possible if we help each other. Yes, quite an idea. My eyes were once clouded, but now they are perfectly clear. Oh, it'll go somewhere towards making up for us disappointing the chief too. This is it. At last, the revolution I've been waiting for. Revolution. We now know what we must do. Or we know what we must do. Whatever. Let us finish what we started. For the chief. Wahey! Then if you have the time, let us speak outside. Oh, I forgot to... Did I do my freaking chat block in the wrong way again? I very well may have. Oh well, not like there's anything to see, but whatever. Oopsie. Thank you for everything, Lynn. The chief may still be missing, but my faith in our workers has never been stronger. There's one last job I would have you do when you feel ready. That should provide us with everything we need to finally finish this project. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. We have now learned Bountiful Yields 2, which increases the number of items obtained on your next gathering attempt by 1, 2, or 3. Number determined by your gathering rating. These ratings! Lynn, a delight to see you as always. Please, follow me to the bag pots. How about you bag my pots? No. Definitely not to Ololafo, and also not with Lynn. Lynn is pure. And she will forever be so. Then allow me to begin by explaining how things currently stand. As your doubtless aware, the gap roller is close to completion thanks to our much changed approach to the project. In fact, we have recently been able to run the vehicles through some basic tests. However, solid set tests did not provide the result we had hoped for. The Ceruleum engine's power output was somewhat lower than expected, and well, quite shamefully, the gap roller was unable to clear the debris we prepared for testing purposes. We did all we could to fix this, even boosted the engine's power output, but alas, the pistons were unable to cope with the extra strain. In light of this, we have decided to create new pistons using different, sturdier material. I imagine you have already guessed as much, but there's this material which we need you to procure for us. Pumelite, a metal known for its high levels of durability, heat capacity, and thermal conductivity. The only issue is that I have no idea where it can be found. What's more, since this mineral is rather difficult to get one's hands on, perhaps you could try asking your friend at the Miners Guild. They may have an idea as to where it can be mined. I would be grateful if you were able to bring back 5 chunks. A minor success. That's a funny joke. Kind of. Depending on who you ask. Also, my static is doing something which I really don't like. They have started a new tradition, which is something I do not appreciate. It's fine, I'll teach him a lesson later on. Get it. You're searching for what? I can't say I ever expected to hear you of all people bring that mineral up. You'll find what you need in the peaks of Girabania. Word has it was traded fairly often back in the days. However, that all changed over the past century. First it became increasingly scarce thanks to the autumn war between Alamigo and Gridania. Then, once the Guardian Empire took Alamigo for their own, trade of the mineral ceased completely. But I imagine the Miners Guild's very own Linda there would be more than up to the task of locating a deposit of Pumelite. Best of luck to you, friend. Right, so it's in the peaks, I think, is what they said. Yes, the peaks. In the slow wash. Which is right over here. Let's see. I'm going to need a level 70 thing, probably. I hope it's not going to be time-based, though. That'll be a little shitty. Just gonna wait for my Leveland to run out so I can do Leveland 2. Grade 65. That's pretty far. No, it's not that far away actually. It's right over here. Wait, no, this is the highest level thing around here, huh? Nothing? Oh shit. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna look this up. Okay, so, well, here's the fun little thing about this. So as I expected, this does not surprise me at all. This is a timed note, meaning that, you know, it only appears during a certain time. Now, what time would that be? Well, it is there at 8 AM and 8 PM, and if you look at the time, that's a long time away. So that is shitty as fuck. Well, So be it. I'll meet you guys back here once this happens, but it's going to take a little bit. Alright, I'm back. Actually, wait, why am I back? Anyway, what is happening with my screen? Why is it suddenly bright as fuck? Nope, that's not the correct button. Why did you suddenly change your brightness? Huh. Sure, whatever. I'm freaking, like, my second screen is gonna need to be replaced. Anyway, we're pretty damn close to our 8 AM, and it should be around here somewhere. Once we hit 8 AM, we should, in theory, have the thing appearing. I know it, and we can finally finish off this crystal. Really don't like dealing with timed notes in general. It's just kind of tedious. It's like, oh, I want to make this. Well, I guess you have to wait now until some fucking random asshole. At least there aren't, you know, weather requirements. It isn't big fishing kind of bad, but it's still annoying. That's what I would say. I am still... I'm looking at my second monitor and I see stuff that I don't appreciate. Like, the brightness. Anyway, whatever. I'll fix this off camera. I think I'm just gonna have to buy a new monitor at some point, which is kind of a problem. Considering my money is not... I don't make that much in a month, so... Guess I'll have to see how long this one will last. Come on, give me the thing. Tired of waiting. I'm sick and tired of all this waiting. Alright. There we go. I don't really care about these other things, so I'll abandon the rest. I don't bloody care. Most of these things aren't worth anything anyway, so... Because most of them get collected by bots. I wouldn't say most of them, but a lot of them do. As far as I'm aware, of course. One moment while I fix my microphone. Because it was a little bit off. Oh, yeah, right. It's not my intention to go up the stairs like this, but I'll take it. Nice to see you returned, Lynn. Did you manage to find the Pomelite? Yeah. This oddly named ore was dubbed by early Garabanian settlers who believed the chunks of colorful mineral to be pieces of a larger rock shattered by a single blow of the destroyer's fist. Precisely what I needed. I know I say this every time, but I'm well and truly in your debt, dear friend. I shall set about making an ingot out of this at once. Finished at last. I could not have hoped for a higher quality, even in my wildest of dreams. This will more than suffice for the pistons we require. Where are the rocks? I just finished smelting them to create a lovely ingot, but don't just take my word for it. Have a look for yourself. By the 12th, this is incredible. To think it was still possible to obtain Pomelite. Excellent work, Lynn. Listen, everyone, we must not let the fruits of Lynn's labor go to waste. We will create pistons capable of supporting our beloved copper ore. Do you hear me? I think everyone within a Malm heard that, but I would be lying if I said it had not gotten me nice and fired up. It is time we get to work. It shouldn't take us too long to get the new parts made and inserted into the vehicle. The plan is to test the Gop roller and its new pistons by the answering quarter. I do hope to see you there, Lynn. You have contributed so much to the project after all. Alright, to the answering quarter. Oh, we get blinded by the radiance of my freaking mount. I still love the fact that this is now a mount. I was missing this so much. in the game. This is such a great plant. A great phoenix design. Bum, bum, ba-da-doo-dum. Right. Sometimes I still think that I'm in Heaven's Word with Lynn. For some kind of a weird reason. Good to see you, Lynn. Everything is in place. All that's left is to put the Goproller and its pistons through their paces. We are just waiting for stack blocks to get the engine going, and then we can start a test. I was about to say race. Commence vertical test. Huzzah! Good day, everyone. Whatever is all the fuss about? Chief, where in the seven else have you been? You've been gone so long, we've already finished work on the Goproller. I see. Well, that is nice to hear. I wonder if this is how a mother chocobo feels when her chicks leave the nest. Chief, do not misunderstand us. We are delighted to have you back, but did you not think to ever... but did you not think to even leave a letter before vanishing? Quite right. I was terrified you had gone to that place where all good gobbies go. What are you talking about? I'd simply gone to ask an old friend for some advice. I caught up with some of the old, some other business and told them to let you know if I would be late in my return. Clearly, this slipped their minds. Honestly, that blasted Braveflux is horrendously forgetful sometimes. Well, hearing that certainly makes me feel better. I feel a little better. I was of the mind that you had abandoned the team for all of our constant bickering. Certainly gave every one of us a cause for self-reflection while you were away. I wouldn't want to suggest that your absence helped us, but our revised approach to the project enabled us to boost the Ceruleum engine's power output. All the credit should really go to ffXIV. It was her redesigning of the Gobproller's innards that got us this far. That is absolute nonsense, and you know it. Your advice on how we should fuel the vehicle was priceless. Seems to me you are conveniently forgetting all the work that I and a certain goblin girl put into the Gobproller's exhaust system. I would also like to draw your attention to my redesign of the Gobproller, which fully incorporated all of your improvements, not to mention Lynn's invaluable help in procuring all those minerals. Do you know what I saw when I first set foot in Ilshire? Men and goblins working together in harmony. A vision that gave me a dream for the future. You have all turned that dream into a beautiful reality, and for that, you have my sincerest thanks. Yes, game? Are you going to give me another cutscene? Jesus. Well, no doubt you have already been thanked enough for a lifetime, but allow me to express a sentiment once more. As young Nonowato stated, your help was instrumental to our success. You may not be aware of this, but I used to be one of the Illuminati. They asked me with developing a vehicle that would allow them to safely conduct pilgrimage across the land. However, things turned sour when the dastardly Quick-Thing stole my plans and twisted them into something different, something evil. The resulting monstrosity was the God Machine, a savage weapon. My frustration and sadness, coupled with a disdain I'd long harbored for the Grand Master, pushed me to finally leave those mad goblins behind. I imagine you are more or less aware of the major events that followed. At any rate, your work for us is done. Do hope to see you again in Idyllshire one day, old girl. I mean, I still need my reward, so yes. Really? He's over there. I'm going to keep saying this until you are positively sick of it, but thank you again for all you've done. Now that the Goploader prototype is in working order, we shall continue our tests, eventually moving on to developing improved versions in the future. And someday our work will give birth to a utopian Idyllshire, one where any disharmony between goblin and man is but a distant memory of the past. Oh, and before I forget again, I will arrange for your payment to be sent to the Miners Guild. Please give Adalberta my regards when you see her. Alright, back to Adalberta. Back to my lady. Mademoiselle. Right. Ignore those quests. I'm not doing them with Lynn. I do not care to have a freaking imp costume for Lynn. And I do not care to do the yokai event again. It is hell. It's not fun. Welcome back, Lynn. Nanawata had some very complimentary things to say about your work, since you've done the guild's reputation quite a service. Something tells me you'll find the payment they've sent to your liking as well. I know I don't usually ask much about much outside of work, but would you mind telling me what kind of place Idyllshire is? It's been playing on my mind ever since the job came in. It's supposed to be man and goblin work together in harmony. It's a town that's only going to grow in importance. Yeah, no, we'll go with the first one. Men and goblins working side by side, eh? Well, I could learn a thing or two from that, I'd say. It'd be pretty nice to go and take in something so lovely with my own eyes someday. But I digress. Good work as always, then. You can be sure I'll be in touch again whenever the guild gets a job worthy of your skills. Well, hey. Right, we have learned enhanced GP generation, or regeneration. Which, well... What do you think that does? Also, we only get bountiful yield as a skill in Stormblood, and that's it. Nothing else. Let's see. I don't think so, right? Well, yeah, these are just like gather roll actions. Traits. So enhanced GP regeneration, which raises your GP regeneration rate by 1. You also have one at level 80, which does it again by 1. Regeneration by a total of 2. Oh wait, no, yeah, no, this raises it by 2 then, and then this one has another 3 to it. And then there's something else at level 90, but that's for when we get to that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Lounge, where we were playing Final Fantasy XIV, and next episode we are going to go and start doing the Botanist questline. Goodbye.